kids, this is Miss Montoya and I'll be teaching you your reading lesson for today. Today we are going to be contrasting the two stories. So you are thinking, what does contrast mean? That means we are trying to find what's different from each story. So today we are going to work with Cinderella. We have all heard the Cinderella story. We are all familiar with it. Okay, so I thought together we would do the Cinderella story. So let's start. So let's think of something that is different about the Cinderella story from the Japanese Cinderella story. So one of the differences that I thought we could write is Cinderella has a fairy godmother. Okay, so in the traditional Cinderella story, when Cinderella is crying, her fairy godmother appears. Another thing that is different is when they all go to a ball, so everyone at the ball is dressed in beautiful gowns. Another thing that is different is Cinderella has friends, but her friends are not like our friends where they're people. Cinderella's friends are a dog, mice, and the birds. So basically all the animals are her friends. Another thing that is different would be that Cinderella's stepmother doesn't harm the animals, okay? Cinderella's stepmother doesn't even care about the animals. So, and remember you need an apostrophe S because you're showing ownership. Cinderella's stepmother does not, that's a contraction, does not harm the animals, okay? Now, towards the end of the story, Cinderella's stepmother does something crazy. What is it that she does? Let's think. That's right. Cinderella's stepmom locks her in a room. So crazy. Now, let's think about what else is different. At the end of Cinderella, yes, Cinderella marries her prince, but I believe in the Japanese Cinderella, she marries the prince. Well, she marries the king. Ooh, that's another difference. Cinderella marries the prince. And Cinderella, what happens at the end? Let's see. Oh, Cinderella's stepmom does not get to move into the palace. However, she does get to keep her house. So remember, guys, when we're talking about Cinderella, okay? So when the book starts, it introduces you to Cinderella. Her dad marries her stepmom. Her stepmom has 2 daughters. There's another difference. Stepmom has 2 daughters. Okay? Now, they're not the prettiest, but they don't come and say that they're the ugliest either. And Cinderella is treated like a maid. She is required to clean, cook, do all the chores that you and I probably wouldn't do. She has to go collect fruit, get the eggs from the chickens. She's doing a lot of work, okay? Now, Cinderella wants to go to the ball. She puts on her mom's dress. The stepsisters get jealous. They rip the dress. And then stepmom basically laughs at her face, takes off to the ball, and Cinderella's left crying. Well, then Cinderella's stepmom shows up and tells her not to worry. Okay, so the fairy godmother shows up. Fairy godmother makes her this beautiful person, which I think she's already beautiful. She didn't need fancy clothes to be beautiful. And then Cinderella's mom, I'm sorry, not mom, her fairy godmother lets her go to the ball. The prince meets her and is like, wow, she's beautiful. Cinderella leaves and she loses. So Cinderella loses a glass slipper. Okay, so then the prince is trying to find her, comes to Cinderella's house. That mom locks her up in a room, and the animals have to help her. The animals help and I misspelled Cinderella help Cinderella escape the room and try the glass slipper on. And then Cinderella gets to marry her prince. So let me fix what I made my mistake. Cinderella. And it's apostrophe as Cinderella's friends. Let's fix this one. Cinderella's stepmom. Cinderella's stepmom again. Oh, Miss Montoya. Cinderella and Cinderella. Okay, so what I would like for you to do is you are going to copy this part into your Venn diagram, which you will have in your Google Classroom. You will click under the green portion titled Yen Shin, a Japanese Cinderella Story, and you are going to list all the differences that we would not find in the traditional story. So let me give you an example, okay? So in Cinderella, she has a glass slipper. In Ye Shin, so I'm going to put Ye Shin has a golden shoe. Okay, so she doesn't have a glass slipper. She has a golden shoe. So that is what you're going to do. You're going to find all the differences, and we're going to contrast this part from here. So you're going to put all the differences. Okay, so everything that we did not find here. So remember, Cinderella has a fairy godmother. What did Yen Shin have? Okay, and remember, don't say he has a fairy godmother, guys, because he doesn't. She has something different. Okay. I'll give you a hint. They called him Uncle. Okay, so go ahead. That is what you're going to work on. That was today's reading assignment. I am so happy I got to do this with you. I miss y'all very much. Bye.